Hello everyone. As we already discussed about the relative speed, and there are two different cases. One is the case of trains and another is the case of boats and steamers. So when we talk about the trains, it is basically the independent bodies, as we discussed in the last video. Now, the important thing is there is only one formula, that is distance equal to speed into time, which is applicable to all the question of time and distance. Here, when we are talking about the question on trains, then there can be a train which is crossing a object. This object can be a bicycle, this can be a pole, this can be a man, this can be something where the distance or the breadth is negligible or zero. I am saying if in case a 100-meter train is crossing a bicycle, then the length of bicycle may be 1 meter, but it is considered to be zero, then the distance remains 100 meter. When the train is crossing the pole, again the distance will remain the 100 meter, that is the length of train. When the train is crossing the man, then also the distance will remain the length of train. So, but when the train is crossing another train or a platform or a tunnel or anything which has some length, then the crossing will only take place when this portion, that is the engine portion, if it is going in this direction, this is the tunnel or the platform, when this engine portion will come at this place. So it is the total distance from this point to this point. It is the length of the train plus the length of either the tunnel or the platform or the train or whatever the second object is. So we can say that when we talk about the distance, it is L1 plus L2. It is the length of first object and the length of second object. Maybe train plus bicycle, train plus pole, train plus man. In that case, we will take the distance of bicycle, pole or man as 0. But when the train is crossing a train or a platform or tunnel, then it has to be added together. Now, the second thing is speed. When we talk about speed, so we are talking about the relative speed of two bodies. Again, the train is crossing an object which is a stationary object. Like a train is crossing a pole. Now, pole is basically the stationary object. It is not moving. Only the speed of train has to be considered, because the speed of pole is 0. But when the train is crossing something which has some speed, it may be bicycle, it may be a man, it may be another train. Now here both the things are moving. The train is also moving, and bicycle, man or train, another train, these are also moving. This can be in either the same direction or this can be in the opposite direction. You must have seen various cases when you travel in a train. So when you go in the same direction, then normally you cross in a longer time, or you know the speed of another train is very slow. But when they come in the opposite direction, it looks like that the speed is very fast. So we can say when these two trains are going in the same direction, if they go at the equal speed, suppose this train is going at a speed of 40 and this train is also going at a speed of 40, then this train will not cross this train. Reason being, because the speed of both the train is same and the relative speed becomes 0. When we talk about the relative speed, it becomes 0 because we are subtracting these two. If the speed of this is 40 and the speed of this is also 40, then the relative speed comes out to be 0. From here we can understood that when they are going in the same direction, the speed has to be subtracted. So here S1 minus S2. When they are going in the opposite direction, then the speed has to be added. So this is the basic fundamental. When the two bodies which both are moving going in the same direction, then the speed has to be subtracted, and when they are going in the opposite direction, then the speed has to be added. So this is the relative speed. Either it is s1 plus s2 or it is s1 minus s2, depending whether the two bodies are going in the same direction and these are going in the opposite direction. So here s1 plus s2 or s1 minus s2. Now there is one more important thing, that whenever we talk about the question of trains, the speed of train is always given in unit kilometer per hour, while the length of the train or the length of the platform or tunnel generally are in meters. So when we take this length L1 plus L2, this is always in meters. Now this is in meters and this is in kilometer per hour. So here a very important aspect is that we have to convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second by multiplying it by 5 upon 18. So this whole will constitute the speed, and that too in meter per second, because this is given in meters, and then we multiply it by time, which is in seconds. So the basic formula becomes L1 plus L2 is equals to either S1 plus S2 or S1 minus S2 multiplied by 5 by 18, because we are converting this kilometer per hour into meter per second multiplied by the time, which is always in second. We will solve the question of this logic in the next video on trains, but before that I can summarize it as the length always added. Second is speed. Either it has to be subtracted or it has to be added, depending on whether they are in the same direction or in opposite direction. Third, the speed has to be multiplied by 5 upon 18 to convert it into meter per second. And fourth, apply the formula this: distance is equal to speed into time, and then solve whatever one value is not known to us.